What's up, friends? Pixel here, and today we are playing Seduce Me, the Otome. It's a very lovely game from what I've heard and read and all that stuff. And it involves actual, real-life, beautiful, professional, wonderful voice actors. So, you know, we won't have to listen to me stumbling through all the words. Doesn't that sound lovely to everyone? It sounds lovely to me. So this game, from what I can tell, has a sequel coming out, and I want to be a part of that journey into the sequel. So let's play this game. Okay, so there's voice acting, but not everything's voice acted. So I guess I will have to do some things. This is a fictional interactive narrative. Any characters resembling to real-life people are purely coincidental, both. Also, please know that the following game is made for PG-16 audiences. Please know that sexual/violent themes are explored in this game. Trigger warnings, abuse, implied rape, and suicide. You have been warned. Dude. Please enjoy.
Why, hello.
Ah!
My, aren't you a gorgeous sight?
That scared the shit out of me.
Can I be honored enough to know your name?
No, because I'm horrified. Oh, crap. My name is Her. I've been going on a Her kick, so Her is just easier. My name's Her.
A lovely name.
Yep.
For a lovely person like you.
Ah!
Wonderful.
You flatterer. You flatter me.
Eric, do your job.
Yeah, Eric.
Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Ren'Py Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story. I know I'll enjoy it, since you'll be in it.
Oh. Ah, he's blushing over
Eric.
here.
Fine, fine. Farewell, my sweet.
I enjoy that he went through all of the stuff that's about this game. That's really nice, because, you know, I like to know these things. Like the engine and who, like the, you know, director, all that stuff. That's cool. That's cool. Anyway, somewhere. Say elsewhere. There's more sounds. I'm so not used to playing games where there's voices talking back at me.
Come on! Is that all you got?
What?
Wanna try me, asshole?
Jeez. There's language in this game. It's not even me. It's not even me making all this
Crap.
language noise.
Missed.
Language noise. Fuck.
Let's retreat for now.
You should do that.
No kidding. Let's get out of here.
That's right. You better run, you stupid punks! Stay out of our territory!
For whatever reason, I'm kind of voting for this guy because, like, yeah, you better run, pussies. Call it fate or call it coincidence. That one moment of violence started a chain of events I will never forget.
This formula, created in the 70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory.
Oh.
It is used to calculate the price of European-style options and is widely used by option marketers, though there are some discrepancies that are now corrected with the modern viewpoint.
Oh, is that me? I'm cute. She's not talking yet. Okay. Rain. It's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here, but it is the season for rainy weather, so it's not exactly surprising. Personally, I love the sound of it, the way the raindrops fall, like the soft tapping of fingers. It was so soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass. Oh, it sounds so weird to me and like out loud. Hit the glass of the window was strangely calming. For this reason, I felt lucky having a seat next to the window. Even though I did spend more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class. The lectures in class were pretty boring. Mrs. Phillips... Mrs. Phillips. God damn it. Mrs. Phillips' voice wasn't soporific, but I just wasn't interested in what she was saying. And since it was the period right before lunch, all I can think about was doing other things in my free time. Honestly, I didn't care much for economics. Sure, I had good grades in this class, but it was only because I read the textbooks and did my assignments as I had to. I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it were up to me, I probably would have taken another course. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after the semester, it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. I didn't hate high school. It was just kind of mundane how the days drifted on and on as if there were no end to it. The only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them, but that was kind of it. In short, I'm done with high school. The start of the second semester brought a note of finality to it. I had already applied to many universities the semester prior, and I was expecting replies sometime in the next few months. It seemed like the start of something new, something that would change. That is, if things could change. I stared at the faint outline of raindrops in the distance. For now, I was stuck in this class.
Miss Anderson.
Yes. Oh, is that me? Mrs. Phillips' voice, Ray's voice interrupted my train of thought. Just when I was thinking about class, I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully she didn't pick me just because she noticed I was spacing out. Yes, ma'am?
Would you care to name the equation I set up on the blackboard?
Oh, I think I read about that in the textbooks last night. It should be... Strode's. Okay, sorry. The Black-Strode's model formula.
Very good as always, Miss Anderson.
Thank you. Anderson, it followed me wherever I went, because it's my last name. Most people didn't know me by first name, but rather my surname. No doubt, since the surname was a trademark of the international famous and philanthrop... I already hate this game, guys. Philanthropic Anderson Family Toys, and because the founder was my own grandfather. Please don't thumb this down because I can't read. Please don't do that to me. Please, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Suzu, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch on the shoulder.
Kick ass, girl.
Yeah, thanks. From beside me, I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat in obvious disapproval of Suzu's choice of words.
She means good job.
I'm sure she does.
Miss Cappini.
Oi.
Care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
Oh.
Some guys named Black and Shoals.
Oh, Shoals. I would say Strolls. Whatever.
Fisher Black and Myron Shoals.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
Show off. Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
I don't like Naomi. I already don't like Naomi. What a jerk. Just show off. Suzu rolled her eyes and slouched in her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. She was always pouting. She always pouted when Naomi showed up.
That's the end of today's
Showed
lecture.
her up. Oh my
now,
god.
let's separate into groups and work on your projects. Remember, everything is due on Monday. Go ahead now.
Before I knew it, Suzu and Naomi had scooted their desks to align with mine, and we turned into the Three Musketeers. Whenever the teacher let the students decide on groups, we always grouped together in our little trio. I let the sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class. It was a sheer... So we had to at least take our opportunity and stick together as much as we could. Besides, we were more comfortable around each other than, say, compared to being around another classmate. It just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto the 3 desks. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines for the project, though we did still have to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster prettier, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look over any issues. She lightly tapped a pencil against her chin, staring intently at the project.
All right, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
This is an intense project. I don't remember doing anything like this when I was in high school. Suzu straightened up to look at her poster and stroked her chin. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke up.
How about a company name? Huh? Did we really skip over that? Of course we did.
You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff that you completely skip over the fact. We need a name for our projects.
At least we caught it this time. What do we name it?
Gee, I didn't name the dang
Not
project.
sure. What do you think?
Say my name. It's her. What do you think, her? It always came down to me. Whether there was something to be named or titled, I was the master and ending. I was the master of ending discussion. I think was what I meant to say. And even when I didn't want, to be.
I like Trinity Corporations.
That is way too predictable. How about the Dragon Company?
What do dragons have to do with our project?
It's more fun than Trinity
What?
Corporation.
It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot.
But our company sells bubble gum.
Oh.
Who said we can't produce spicy bubble gum?
What do you think?
I like Suzu.
What do you think?
Suzu's amusing. Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I wasn't quite sure myself. I didn't want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say, dude, Dragon Company. How freaking fly is that? That's cool. Click on it.
Booyah! Dragon Company it is!
Alright, now that we've decided on a name, now what?
Did anyone else notice this, like, thing in the corner? That, like, I just briefly saw the corner of my eye? I don't know what that is. Someone help me. As we ended our name game, a giggle scrambled my thoughts. Okay. Huh? Who was that?
Ignore it. It's just Lisette.
Sounds like a cunt. I looked over my shoulder to see her laughing in her circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people that were practically friends with everyone in school. And as a result, everyone in school knew them. In the center of it all was Lisette White. She sat with a posture that indicated she was still working, but that she was also ready to casually chat about her day. She had an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward that was readily apparent when she first talked to somebody. It was easy to make her smile and laugh, and she was quite the comedian as well. Basically, she was perfect. Not that she was a robot or something, but she was the kind of student everyone else wanted to be. Lisette was bright, easygoing, and above all, had a future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school, and as a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Moreover, I had known her ever since I was young, but it had immediately resulted in a rivalry that continued today. Of course, my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing me glance at her, they shifted their attention to her.
She doesn't even look like she's working, in my opinion.
I swear to God, I thought she's gonna say she doesn't even go here. Jesus.
She probably is, but she's too much of a stuck-up priss to allow herself to look like she's actually doing work.
Oh, come on, Suzu. She may be a little off-putting, but she's not the giant priss that you're making her seem to be.
The day she isn't a priss is the day I turn into you.
Ugh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind. It's about time. Let's bail.
Dude, she freaking just took off. Unsurprisingly, Suzu was the first out of the classroom, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out the door.
Her seat isn't even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand that.
Man, I wish I was as fast. I was always the first one out too, to be fair. I was always like, I sat by the door and I always like took off as soon as the bell rang. See, it was a red thing. There was a thing. What does that mean? Naomi folded her arms close to her chest, giving me a disappointed look.
Oh, not you too. She's turning you into a delinquent.
Because I would like to be out the door? That's not turning me into a delinquent. I just want to be out. I just want to be the first one out. That's not bad. It's a joke, Naomi.
Well, it's not really funny.
Oh, you're not really funny.
Man, you guys are slow. Are you coming or what?
We heard you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
Calm down, prissy
Are you
pants.
kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here was dozing off a bit.
I I do have to admit I was spacing out. But it was because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts.
So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club, Patterson.
Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom.
Mine is
And
Anderson.
never in a million
Hers
years
is
will we
Patterson.
ever see things eye to eye.
Despite this, they both burst out in laughter. Normally everyone would think opposites like them wouldn't ever associate with each other. But even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Maybe it was just perfect compliments or personality that didn't dictate the possibility of their friendship. After all, we three had been best friends since preschool.
All right, so where are we heading to first? Cafeteria? I think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
Who would even buy that? I wonder.
Me! I would!
Me? I would pay good money to get a taste of it.
Suzu's fun. You do like spicy food after all. Naomi sucks. I don't like Naomi. She's lame, boring. Am I dating these broads? We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with the aromas of different kinds of foods. As we got in line, we ordered our meal and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good meal.
Sounds delicious.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor, Suzu.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or nothing.
You're crazy.
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
I think I'm getting a migraine.
I think I'll go with... To be honest, I love Cajun fries. I love Cajun fries so much. Yeah, I'll just go with that. Might as well go spicy today. Once we got our food, we settled down at one of the empty tables, putting our backpacks aside to finally dig into the food. Suzu leaned back in her chair, tilting it back so she can rest her feet on the table by her food.
All right then. Is there anything we want to talk about?
Bored already?
I know. Let's talk about...
Say boys, and I will never speak to you ever again.
Aw, why not?
What's so interesting about talking about guys? It's not like any of us are gonna get boyfriends anytime soon.
We don't know that. What if one of us does get a boyfriend?
Like that's going to happen, Naomi. Look at us. I'm a tiny Italian. You're a ditzy blonde.
Hey!
No offense. And Anderson here. Well, I guess she could land a boyfriend or girlfriend if she wants.
Aw, I get the option. Thanks, game.
Or girlfriend?
She can be a lesbian if she wants.
Is this the game's subtle way of telling me these girls, they are options?
True.
It's okay, Suzu. I'm not sure I want a boyfriend yet.
Why not? It's our senior year. Might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Well, it really wasn't about wanting a relationship, but more there was no one interesting enough to be in a relationship with. Whoa, watch out. Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not many guys in the school to go out with. Who knows? Time will tell. Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the cafeteria started up, and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Whoa.
Oh my.
Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
Fine. If something happens, just call us.
Funny enough, something did happen. And it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold. The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder now and then. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. Either way. Mine or the, doesn't matter. Not that I was looking up. In fact, I was looking the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet. What? I was at school. What happened? Only the monotone eulogy. Oh. Eulogies that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral. It was only when the speeches ended that I was finally able to raise my head. Harold Anderson. Who's Harold?